Okay, so how does this look? Doing. Where is my performances? Okay, good morning, everybody. Come on. Ah, there we go. Oh, hey. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How's it going? We are going to be learning how to use the abacus. There we go. That's interesting. Performances, and that's the chat. Oh, okay. So, hello everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to my room. We are going to learn how to read the abacus. After we learn how to read the abacus, we will understand how to add and subtract. Thank you everybody for joining. Thank you everybody for joining. So here we are. This is an abacus. It's a counting tool. This tool will tell me how to visualize my numbers. The numbers that we're going to visualize is only from 0 to 9. So we do 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what we're doing. So this is 4. We can see that there's 4. Well, what happens to 4? Well, what happens to 5? Well, 5 is always going to be the top beat. The top beat will always be 5, and then we have 6. I don't think I want that. I want this one. Hello, everybody. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. No, I don't even need that. All right. I don't need that. There we go. All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining. We are looking at an abacus. An abacus is a counting tool, and it helps you visualize your numbers. See, I'm not... Okay, here we go. So, now I know you were saying, hi, Tammy! Good morning, Tammy! Good morning, Tammy. Good morning, Tammy.
Good morning!
Morning!
Oh.
Good morning.
Oh, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Or I like this one. No, I like this one.
Step 2, greet the day, smile, and say, Good morning, City! Good morning, City!
Drew is still back. Drew, why do you do that? No, it's not 7. This is 6. You don't know that's 6? How do you not know that's 6? You've been coming to my live so many times, you don't know that's 6? How do you not know that that's 6? Please, tell me. Tell me. Tell me. Oh, what am I doing? Here we go. Oh, maybe I should do this one instead. There we go. Oh, I didn't do that. Oh, I thought I did. Sorry. Coming back. Hello, everybody. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Add products. Here we go. Yeah, 6, 7. Keep going, Drew, and I'm just gonna block you. Because it's a 6, not a 7. There's no 7 here. There's no 7. Hello, Kate! Hello, Kate. How's it going? How's it going? I'm happy you joined. So we're going to be continuing on to reading what this abacus is. It's this one right there. So, okay. So, look at your likes. But then you got to stop saying 6, 7 because it really triggers me. You got to stop saying 6, 7. It really triggers me. It says 6, 7 around the jokes. Yeah, I know. Because I'm dealing with math, and they say it all the time. Yeah, every time. And they just kind of barge in the room, and they just kind of like, 6, 7, 6, 7. It's like,
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
I don't know about that one. All right, so, yeah. Yeah. Every time. If it's not like 10 times a day, and then Drew just adds to it, yeah, it's crazy. So, say something other than abacus. Something other than 6, 7, because that doesn't help me. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to read. This is a visual tool. This is a math tool. This is a math visual tool, and all we're doing is we're learning how to read our numbers. And see, that's what it is, right? I say it all the time. So I don't need to be reminded what 6 and 7 looks like. So here is 7. 5, the top beat is 5, the bottom beat is 2. So we have 5 plus 2 is 7. And then we have 3, 5 plus 3 is 8. And then here is 5 plus 4 is 9. So when we put it together, this is what 10 looks like. Now you might be wondering, why do I have it? Well, this is how it comes to play. We have our ones, our tens, our hundreds, thousands, and our 10,000s. That's what we're doing. So we're looking at the abacus and we're understanding what our abacus looks like, right? And so every number is represented. So this would be 9. Same thing, right? If I did this, this would be 110. Why? Because our hundreds are over here. If I did this, this would be 11. So we have our 12. 1 plus 2 is 12, right? And then, I'm sorry, 1 plus 3 is 13, and then 14. 1 plus 4 is 14. This is 15, right? Again, this is 15. One beat on top, one beat on bottom, and then we have 16, 17, 18, 19, and then 20. 19? Yes, 19 would look like that. That's what 19 would look like. Thank you. That's a good question. So does that make sense? Because this would be 19. This is the top beat is a value of 5, and the bottom beat is a value of 1. 5 plus 4, right? Because these are all ones. 1, 1, 1, 1. 4 ones makes a 4. So it'd be 5 plus 4 is equal to 9, and then we have the 1. Does that make sense, Sub? So when we're looking, we have 29, and then 39, and then 49. Yeah? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do this maze. See, Drew, I'm looking at my likes and I'm only getting 136 likes. You're not working. You're not working. If you're here, you're not working. That's funny. Yeah. You too, flour and beans. Look at the likes. I am looking at the likes. There we go. There we go. All right. So, for those of you that are interested, let's continue on with understanding how to read the abacus. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Please keep your mind open for something different.
Now, open your mind to me, please. Open your mind.
So, good morning, everybody. Good morning.
Good morning, apartment. Good morning, doorway. Good morning, wall. Good morning, ceiling. Good morning, floor. Ready to start the day.
Ready to start the day? Good morning. Good morning. So, here we are. We have our first number, we have our hundreds, our tens, and our ones. What number do we think this is? For those of you that are just joining, please let me know what number you think it is. This is the top beat is a value of 5. Thank you. Hey, BK, welcome back. Welcome back. It is 800. We have the 5. The top beat is a value of 5. The bottom beat is a value of 3. The top beat is a value of 5, and the bottom beat is a value of 3. And then I found one of these things cleaning out my mom's things. That is fantastic. What does it look like? Is it 2 beats on top and 5 beats on the bottom, or is it 1 beat on top and 4 beats on the bottom? What do you have, Eliza? And then we have 3. 1, 2, 3. And is it horizontal or is it vertical? So vertical is something like this, right? Vertical is like this. These are the columns. So we have our ones, tens, and our hundreds. Thank you, BK, for the comment. Yes. So we have our 3. This is 8. Notice that we have that added the top beat to the top. That is considered to be your number. So that is 5. Excuse me. Add the 5 plus the 3 is 8. Add the 5 plus the 3 is another 8. So that's how we get 883. Thank you, BK. I have an IEP. You don't get that this is 1. It has 9 places. Thank you, Mike. What do you mean by it has 9 places? It has 9 beats? Mark, does this make sense that this is 1? Thank you, BK. Alright. Mark is another troll. Yes, it has rows. Is it 10 beats across? Like that? No, 5. 5 beats across? Okay, when you say columns, right? Columns, you have 9 columns. 1, 2, 3. And then there's 5 on top. There's 1 beat on top or 2 beats on top. Ah, thank you, Broken Dad Philly. Thanks for teaching. Not a problem. Not a problem. 1 beat on top. 4 beats on the bottom, like this. So then it sounds like you have this kind. right? So it looks like you have this kind. Okay, good. So then you can do what we're doing. So yes, we have 883. So we have our next number. Oh, and then, yeah, that's what BK said, right? BK and Mike, thank you so much. We have 357. How do you get 300? Well, you get 300 by the ones. 111. 3 ones is a 3, right? But as 9 ones, that's fine. That's fine, because mine's just 7. I have another one that's a 13 column, right? Because size matters. The bigger the number, the bigger the abacus. Right? Elise, right? Yours is just a little bit bigger. That's fine. Oh, Mark, you're still here. So we have our 3. 1, 2, 3. These are ones. 1, 1, 1. These are 3 ones. This is 5, right? The top beat is always a value of 5. And then we have 7. We have 5 plus 2 is 7. 5 plus 2 is 7. So thank you, BK. Thank you, Mike. Right? So our answer is 357. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And our next number is this. What's our next number? Hello, everybody. Hello. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you so much for joining. Good morning.
Good morning, apartment. Good morning, doorway. Morning wall. Morning ceiling. Good morning, floor. Ready to start the day.
Thank you, Mike. You're really on a roll. Fantastic. Thank you, Samantha's man. Yes, it is 800. It is 800. So notice I have 3. 1, 2, 3. I add the 5, it becomes 8. I have 1, and then I add the 5, it becomes 6. If I have 2, right? 1, 1. Ones and ones. Thank you. Shalan? Or Buckland? I can't read that writing. Thank you. So we have 2 over here. 1, 2. Oh. Oh. Lackland? Lackian? So the blue bead is always a value of 5. Yes, the top bead, the blue, is always going to be a value of 5. Lackian. Lackian? Is that an I? Can you phonetically lock in? Locklin. Oh. Locklin. Okay. Thank you. Locklin. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, so we have 862. Yes, thank you. So we have 862. What we're going to do is we're going to continue on learning how to read the abacus. 600, 800. Hello, Stephanie. Thank you for checking in. Thank you for checking in. That's a good question, Coco. The reason why is because I have a label right here. This label is my ones indicator. My ones indicator tells me that this is where the ones will be located. So we have our ones or tens or hundreds or thousands or 10,000s. Notice that we have our dot over here. This tells me where the comma is for our for the grouping of our numbers. Thank you. Good morning, Stephanie.
Good morning, apartment. Good morning, doorway. Morning wall. Morning ceiling. Good morning, floor. Ready to start the day.
So what we're doing is we're understanding how to read the abacus, but these markers are are labels, right, just to help you to understand where they are. So this is why we're over here, Coco. Does that make sense? We have our ones placed over here. After the ones is the tenths and then the hundreds. So we have our ones, tens, hundred, thousands, 10,000s. So our number is 862. What is our next number? There we go. So what is our next number? Can you count on the abacus? That's what we're doing right now. We're learning how to read the abacus. So we have 78. Oh, Mike, your paycheck must be small because we have to remember the 0, right? Thank you, Stephanie, Samantha's man. Yes, thank you, 1, right? Yes, thank you, Mike, right? We got to remember that there's a place value right here, that this is our 0. Because it helps if you have more zeros in the back of your paycheck, right? So we have 78. We have 5 plus 2 is 7. 5 plus 3 is 8, and then we have 0. So we can't forget the zeros in the back. Right? So we can't forget the zeros in the back. So this is 0. So it's 780. There we go. Thank you for the follow, 1. Thank you. Hello, Duke. Good morning, Duke. Good morning.
Good morning, apartment. Good morning, doorway. Morning wall, morning ceiling. Good morning, floor. Ready to start the day.
For those of you that are interested, go ahead and do a heart me check-in, and so you can be part of my community if you enjoy the content. Thank you so much for everybody for joining. Thank you so much. What we're doing is we're learning how to read the Abacus, and we're doing a little review. Hello, thank you, Ms. Lady. Hello, Missile. Oh, missileorg.gov. Hey, like, thank you so much for checking in, BK. So we're going to do a little review, but that's what we do all the time, right? So we got to count. We go 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, let me take it one step further. You might be wondering, what are we doing? What are we doing? I'm in calculus. Oh, that's great. That's fantastic. We're just learning basic math. That's what we're doing. We're just doing arithmetic, basic math, adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing. That's what we're doing. So if we look at tally marks, these are tally marks. This is 1. That's what 1 looks like. Here we have 2. That's what 2 looks like. We have 3. That's what 3 looks like, right? Just like tally marks. We have 4. That's what 4 looks like. Easy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, when we have a slash like this is considered 5. 5 is always going to be the top bead. The top bead is going to be 5, and then we have 6. What is that? So we have what the slashed, right? And then there's the 1. So we have the slash, which is the 5, and then there's the 6. And then we have 7. Notice there's a slash here, and then there's 2. So to do 7, it's a 5 plus the 2 is equal to 7. And then we have 8. 5 plus 3 is 8. 5 plus 3 is 8. And then we have 9. Just like the tally marks, we have 9. There's the 5, and then there's the 4. 5 plus 4 is 9. Make sense? So we're going to continue on. Thank you, everybody, for your patience for that little bit of review. I have been teaching Abacus for about 20 years now, and what we're doing is we're learning how to read the Abacus. We're learning how to read the numbers on the Abacus. Huh. John, really? Really, John?
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Thank you, Samantha. Thank you, Mike. Yes. So when we're looking, it is 610. 610. That's what we're doing, right? And so when we look, the top beat is a value of 5, and the bottom beat is a value of 1. So if we do 1 and 1, this is 1, and this is 0. Don't forget the 0. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Samantha. Thank you for the follow, York Street. So our answer becomes 610. That's what it is. So if I go down here, I follow the path. What we're doing is we're doing a maze that I have created. I have a whole book. Which one are we doing? It is this one. It's this one right here. So for those of you that are interested, I do have this book available in my shop. And then we have our next number. We have... What number do we think this is? Thank you, everybody, for joining. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Woo! We're at 1,000 likes. Thank you, everybody, for liking. I do appreciate it. I'm trying to get out to the FYP. So if you can... Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Samantha. For those of you that are just kind of lurking, if you can tap the screen, that would be very helpful to try to get it out to the FYP. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you, BK. Yes, 400, right? 1, 1, 1, 1. There's 4 ones over here. So this is 4. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. And then we have 5. The top beat is a value of 5. And then we have 9. 5 plus 4 is equal to 9. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. So we have 459. So what we're doing is we're visualizing our numbers. When we visualize our numbers, right, we can actually do some more with it. But the first thing to do is understand how to read the Abacus. When we understand how to read the Abacus, then we can go into some adding and subtracting. So our next number is, this is my hundreds, this is my tens. Did I not do this? I did do this. No, I didn't. Thank you. Yes, thank you. It is 959. So we got 9, right? The top beat is a value of 5. The bottom beat's a value of 4. 1, 1, 1, 1. 4 ones makes a 9, right? This is 5, right? No, none of these are touching. So they're not counted. This one beat is not touching, so this is not counted. That's why we have 5 plus 3 is equal to 8. So thank you, Samantha's man. Thank you, BK. That's what it is. So it's 958. We have our next number. We have our hundreds. We have our tens. And we have our ones. Thank you, Mike. Yes, thank you, Samantha's man. It is 307. Thank you, Stephanie. Well done, everybody. Well done. Thank you. I love mashed potatoes. I love mashed potatoes too. Thank you, BK. Yes, it is 307. So again, we have 111, so there's 3 ones, and then we have 2, 1, 1. 2 ones over here. But if you add the 5, this is now 7. So the answer is 307. So we have 307, and then we have this one right here. So we have our next number. We have our hundreds, our tens, and our ones. What number do we think that is? Thank you, everybody, for joining. Good morning. Good morning, everybody.
Step 2, greet the day, smile, and say, Good morning, city! Good morning, city!
Yes, thank you. It's 452. Well done. So we have 400, 1, 1, 1, 1. There's 4 ones that's added to the hundreds. And then we have the top beat is a value of 5. And then the 2 bottom beats, right? The 2 bottom beats, there's only 2, so this is only 2, right? So we have 452. Thank you, Mike. I said that in my head. Oh, good. Oh, good. Are you using the abacus that you found in your mother's closet? That would be good. You should try to use it. Work your abacus while. Oh, good. Oh, good. Oh, good. So yes, thank you, mashed potatoes. Thank you, Samantha's man. Thank you, BK. Yes. So we have 452. Well done. So we have 452. Takes me down to here. What number do we think this is? Thank you, everybody, for joining. Thank you, everybody, for joining. 452. Well done, Z. Thank you. So our next number, we have our ones, we have our tens, and we have our ones, we have our tens, and we have our hundreds. S power. Are they just for bigger? They can be adjusted for bigger, right? In this case, it is considered the place values, right? So it would be the decimals. The reason why is because I have a dot here. This is my ones indicator. My ones indicator. Thank you, Seth, for the rose. So we have our ones indicator right here. This is the ones indicator, and then we have our the decimals. So we have our tenths and our hundreds. Yep. Okay, I left when you were explaining the dots. Thank you, Stephanie, for the roses. Thank you, Stephanie, for the roses. Take over the world. I know, right? Right, Raider Nation?
Gee, Ray, what do you want to do tonight?
The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
Yeah, so then this is our ones indicator. Because we have our ones indicator, then we go here, which is our thousands. So that's our, like, where we put a comma. So yes, the answer is 195. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Huh. We left when you explaining the dots. Oh, yeah? I have that tatted. Oh, you do? I love them. I love them. Yeah. 195. Okay, there we go. So we have our next number. That's funny. I have some funny sound bits. I don't know if I get to use them all. So, thank you, everybody, for joining. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, apartment. Good morning, doorway. Good morning, wall. Morning, ceiling. Good morning, floor. Ready to start the day.
Yes, it is. It is 80. It is 6. We have 5 on the top and then 3 on the bottom. 1, 1, 1. 3 ones is equals to 3. So we have 5 plus 3 is equal to 8. 5 plus 3 is equal to 8. 5 plus 1 is equal to 6. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Samantha's man. Yes. And we're on our last one. Woo! What is our last number? Nuts. Yes, thank you, everybody, for joining. Thank you so much for joining. How are we doing? Oh, it is This is not 500, BK. How'd you get 500? This is 500. That would be 500. It's probably a typo. That's what it is. It's a typo. Yes, it is. It is 400.06. Because the keyboards are a little small. Yeah, I know that feeling. Ugh. So, yes, it is 400.06. 400, 1111. No, 4 ones is equal to 4. My words are tripping me up. I'm a little tired. So we have the top beat is a value of 5 and the bottom beat is a value of 1. Yes, so this becomes 6. So don't forget there's a 0. The 0 is our placeholder. And we have 4. We have 400.06. Thank you, everybody. All right, so we are here today. We are here to learn the abacus. For those of you that are interested, thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. What I was doing is I put the wrong number in. Yeah, I was looking at that. I was like, no. I know you guys know. I know you know that we know what the abacus is. You guys been coming here for often enough. It's a lot of it is just a lot of typo mistakes. You know what I mean? So here's the abacus. This is my book. This is the abacus. My abacus is a 7-column abacus. It's made out of plastic. And does the colors mean anything? Nope. The colors mean nothing. So we're going to continue on to understand this book. Here's a little flip through. I do have it available in my TikTok shop. It's over here down wherever you go down, right? So then we have I Learned Something New. Thank you. Not a problem, Lisa. So we have the book. This is to tell you what the numbers they look like and what they mean. And then I start explaining it how it looks like on a piece of paper. So here we have the 31s. We have the 10s and the 1s, right? That's how we break it up. Every column is a place value. So we have our 10s and we have our 1s. And then we do it again for the hundreds. We have our 10s, our 1s, our 10s, and then our hundreds. So we keep going, and then I give you this mask maze. A mask maze is to help you cover up the answers that are on the side. The reason why I did that is so then you don't kind of overlook. But you have the opportunity to download it in your TikTok. You're able to download it for free. So you can actually print it on a thicker piece of paper. So this is a file folder that I use. And so it's meant to just kind of cover up the rest of the numbers. If you use the paper, it's a little bit thin. So here we are. And that's what it is. You just follow the numbers, just as we did here, right? We follow the numbers on the abacus. We have the numbers on the abacus, and then we follow the path. And it will take you to the start here all the way to the end. And that's the end. And then that's what this is. Oh, I did all of it. There's another version. This one is in the back, and towards the back of the book. This is what I call a reverse maze. So what it is I show you the path, but then it is your job to figure out what the answer is. So if I have 780, your job is to color in the abacus that this is here. So we have 700, this is 80. That's what that would look like. And then it takes me to the next number here. So I have 694, 694. That's what this is. So when we're looking, we're understanding that how to read the beads and also how to color it in. And if you're ever curious, I do have answers in the back of the book. So this is what it is. You don't understand trading. You don't understand that this is a book. This is a book. It's made out of paper. You can buy it in my TikTok shop. It's available with an abacus or without. It is up to you, right? It has a cover and it has a back. The back of the cover has all my books that I have created. And I've created a bunch of books that's available in my TikTok shop. I have a lot more books that I need to create to abacify the world because that's my goal. My goal is to...
Chiefly, what do you want to do tonight?
The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
Who wrote it? Me. You're looking at it. I wrote it. It's confusing. It's confusing that you could go for many rows. Ha ha ha, JD. Ha ha ha. Yeah, I wrote the book. These are all my books. So these are my books that I have created. And they're all abacus focused. It's confusing that you could go from any rows. Do you not have a marker on yours? There's a marker. So you would take this one marker and I would use one of them. So if you notice, yeah, take a look at the markers. So this one here is my thousands, right? And so when I look at it, I could do commas. So when I have my thousands, there's my comma. That's the comma. So we have 3,456. Oh, sorry. There we go. 73,456. But then we could take it one step further. We could do all the numbers, right? Seven digits. 73,456.25. So I would use the markers, because that's what they're there for, to help you put a home. I wouldn't use just any columns, because if you walk away and you come back, right, you might get confused. So, hello, ha 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 ha, hello, Stuart. So inspiring with the consistency. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm feeling a little bit, but thank you. I do appreciate that compliment.
Good morning, apartment. Good morning, doorway. Morning wall, morning ceiling. Good morning, floor. Ready to start the day.
It's the only way to be able to rule the world, right? Take over the world. Okay, so this number right here is 555. Where's my... Here it is. There we go. So we have that number.
55 burgers, 55 fries, 55 tacos, 55 pies, 55 cokes, 55 wings, 55 shakes, 55 pancakes, 55 pasta, 55 peppers, and 155 taters.
So we have 55,555.55. That's what we have. So when we're looking at all our numbers. The top beat is going to always be the value of 5. We can do all these rows to be 6. We could do all these rows to be 7. We could do all the way up to 9. Every row is represented, and they go all the way up to 9.
99 problems, but a ain't one. If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but a ain't one. Hit me.
So this is 99,999.99. That's what that means. So when we're looking, right, it doesn't matter what numbers there are. Every number is represented. So you might be wondering, what's 10? Well, 10 is a 1 and a 0. Well, we've already done the 1, right? That's what 1 is. But it all depends on the place values as well. So we have 10 is that. This is not 10. We are not combining the two. This would be 55. Because if I did this, this is not 15. And this is not 20, right? Because that's where we get to here. If I did this, every column is a place value. So this would be 55. That would be 55. Thank you so much for liking the live. I do appreciate it. So then we go back to Elisa. So then we go back to, well, what about these dots? Well, if I choose this one, so it's like choosing a Pokemon. You got to just choose one, right? So I choose this one, or I choose this one. Let's choose this one to be my ones place.
Pokemon, I choose you!
So we can actually compare it to the ones, the Roman numerals. I'm straining my eyes to find the dot markers you say for the thing is a light pink. Then I would mark it. I would get a Sharpie or something, or I don't know what color your abacus is, but I would mark it. I would just mark whatever one. You can mark any one of them. So here, I actually modified this one. This is what I have in my shop. I would mark it. So I have this one here would be my ones place. Then I have my ones, my thousands, and my millions. It's light pink. That's fine. Get a Sharpie that's black. Get a black Sharpie and just mark the one column. Don't mark all of the columns, right? Just mark the main ones. So you mark your label, you mark your thousands. Your ones, your thousands, your millions. That's what I would do. The reason why is because as long as you have the markers, it all makes sense. Hello, H. Welcome back. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Step 2, greet the day, smile, and say, Good morning, city!
So this is the one that we're using. This is the one I also have available. This is a 13-column abacus. This is a 7-column abacus. The 13-column abacus has all these markers. There's one here, there's one there, there's one here, and one here. You'll notice that when I put it down, you'll notice that they're grouped into 4s. 1, 1, 1, 1. The reason why these are our markers. These markers tell us where the comma is. So if I want to do millions, $1 million, I do ones, tens, ones, thousands, millions. So this would be 1 million right there, right? So we're paying attention to where this is. Do you remember? Yes, I do, Day. I do remember. So we have our, does that make sense, Elisa? So we have our ones, our thousands, and our millions. You use these to group your numbers, just like this. Hello, Ash. Oh, is that you? Okay, I saw that. It's going to go out today. So we have 73,000. So we do 73,000. It'll be 73,450. Oh no, I did that wrong. 73,456. That's what that is. But I would rather use this one. Oh no, I would rather use this one. So that's what it would be. So you just mark your abacus. It doesn't hurt to mark it. But just mark it in groups, right? Make sure it goes in groups of the commas. I don't have a bigger number. Yeah, so I would do, when I do a bigger number, let me... So comma, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 9, 8, comma, 4, 3, 2, 0, 1. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, I guess that's too many. So, but at least you could do that. This would be 1,345,000,698,498 345,698,432.1. Oh, hello, Cam. Welcome. Good morning, Cam. Good morning.
Good morning, apartment. Good morning, doorway. Good morning, wall. Morning, ceiling. Good morning, floor. Ready to start the day.
Thank you, H, so much for the checking in. For those of you that are interested, go ahead and check in for the Orange Heart Me. And thank you so much, H, for the Go Popular sticker. Looks like chocolate. Yes, thank you. A quick one day. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Day. Thank you so much. We're at 5,000. That's pretty awesome. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that. So, but yeah, that's what it would be, Elise. Does that make sense? So we could do, so because I chose this one to be my ones place, right? Then we could do, we can do this, which would make a really, really small decimal. We could do 0.00001. Yeah. Now it just looks like Skittles. Thank you for checking in, Ash. Thank you so much for checking in. So this is what 0.0, right? So we can talk about the decimals. But I'm going back to here, and I'm going to do a review. So here, this is the Roman numerals. We do 1 in the Roman numerals. We do 2 in the Roman numerals. We do 3. There's the Roman numerals. 1, 1, 1. 1, 1, 1. Right? Thank you for the follow, Emiliano. So we have 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we have 5. Notice the top is a value of 5, and then we have 6. 5 plus 1 is 6, right? 5 plus 1 is 6, and then 5 plus 2 is 7. 5 plus 2 is 7. And then we have 8. 5 plus 3 is 8, and then we have 9. 5 plus 4 is 9. And then we have 10. Some people are always asking, well, what's 10? 10 is just another number. It's a double digit now, right? Because it's a 2-digit number, it's a 0 and a 1. Notice that we just reset the 0, that's our 10. And then this would be 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and then 20. That's what it'd be. Thank you so much for liking the live, everybody. Thank you so much for liking the live. Hopefully we could get it kicked out to the FYP so we can have more people in here. Because I feel like everybody should be comfortable with math. Be comfortable with math. Math is fun. Math is fun, just like Cam TV mentioned, right? Math is fun. It shouldn't be scary. Okay, so we learned how to read the abacus. That's what we did here. That is what this book is. What happens now? Well, what we're going to do is we're going to learn how to move the beads. We're going to learn how to move the beads. So there's this book here. This was meant for children that are 3, 4, and 5. The reason why is because I wanted to start them young. In Abacus World, we didn't start them young. We just always want them at kindergarten. But I believe that we can start them as young as 3 when they start learning how to read, learn their numbers. Because they're learning their numbers, it'd be good to, introduce the abacus. Because we're physically showing them something. It's the same thing as like counting apples, right? Or if they're counting their jumps. It's the same thing. So you can introduce abacus at that time. You know what I mean? I don't see why it would be different. Thank you everybody for joining. My name is Lynette. I'm an abacus teacher. I'm here to show the matrix what the abacus is.
Welcome to the real world.
Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. I've been teaching Abacus for about 20 years now, and I feel like I'm teaching a lot more now on the internet. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Okay, so this book here was meant to show young kids and to be interested in math. Math is everywhere, really. Math is everywhere. So all we're doing is just counting. This is just the structure of the abacus, and then we start talking about what the numbers look like, and then they have activities what they're supposed to be. So these are the activities, right? And then we figure out the 1, the 2, the 3, and the 4, and then after that, there's like follow the path, and there's more activities. There's a pixel art. Again, the pixel art is trying to understand what the numbers look like. So if I give you the abacus, find what the numbers are. This is just like number recognition, right? All we're doing is making sure that they understand their numbers. And they can go all the way up to 9. I didn't do 10 because I didn't want to have to explain what place values are. Maybe I'll do 10 next time. So we have the pixel art again, and these are all just like the activities. And after that, we have counting forward. After counting forward, we have counting backwards. After counting backwards, we have counting in between. And then after that, we have counting what's surrounding. And then there's comparison. After comparison, we have our adding. This is where we're going to start at. So in Abacus World, we actually look at our second number. The second number is what we need to understand and pay attention to. So the idea here is to add the 1. To add the 1, we go to the horizontal bar. We're not saying that this is positive 1, right? What we're saying that this is what we want to do is we want to add 1. That's what we're doing. We're adding 1. When we're adding, we want to go to the horizontal bar. When we're adding, we want to go to the horizontal bar. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Thank you so much for joining. So when we go, here we go. So we have 7 on the abacus. I'm going to clear my abacus, and I put 7 on the abacus, 1 bead on top, 2 beads on bottom, and I want to add 1. When I add the 1, I have 2 bottom beads that are not touching the horizontal bar. But the other question is do I have enough down here to add 1? Yes, we can. We can add the 1. So all we're doing is we're taking the non-counted numbers and we're making it count. So my final answer is 8. 5 plus 3 is 8. And we could do it again with the 2, right? So we have 2 again. My question is 7. Oh, hey, look at that. So 7. 5 beads on top, 2 beads on the bottom, and we want to add 7. To add the 7, it's a 1 and a 1. Add these 2s just like that. So my final answer is 9. Do you see that? So we have 5 on top and 4 on the bottom. So what we're doing is we're understanding how to utilize the abacus. Hello, this is where you left off, Ash, right? Was it Ash? It was Ash. No, it's Day. D! Welcome, welcome. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning, apartment. Good morning, doorway. Morning wall. Morning ceiling. Good morning, floor. Ready to start the day.
So we have 5 on the abacus, right? And I want to add the 3. Notice when we add the 3, we go to the horizontal bar, right? We go to the horizontal bar, we want to add 3. So now we're adding to the horizontal bar. Now we have 8. So I could supertize saying that this is 8. All I got to do is look at the numbers. I know that this is 8. You could do the dots. You could do the tally marks, which is fine. Or you could use the abacus. Now on the abacus, we can actually scale it. We can say 50, 50, plus 30, 30. Now we have 80. You could do the dots. That's a whole lot of dots. Or you could do it on the abacus. Abacus is easier to supertize. Supertize means that you could see the number, you know what it is. So here is 80. How do I know this is 80? Because this is 1s and this is the 10s. So we could do it again and make it bigger. We could do 500, 500, plus 300. 300 gives me 800. 800. So when we're looking, we can now scale it. Does that make sense? So we could do it again with the 4, right? 4 is simple because it's just the 4 bottom beads. You just add it to the horizontal bar or you subtract it away from the horizontal bar. When you add, you go to the horizontal bar. So we can, if you know how to add, you know how to subtract. You have 6 on the abacus. Notice I added to the horizontal bar. This is 6. The top beats a value of 5. The bottom beats a value of 1. And then we want to take away 1. To take away the 1, that's all we're doing, right? We take away the 1. When we add, right, this is not a negative 1. This means minus 1. This means take away 1. But anyways, so here we could do it again. We could do 3 on the abacus, 1, 2, 3, and then we take away 2. When we take away the 2, 1, 2, then my final answer is 1. We're going to marry the process and divorce the result. We don't need to look at the result because the result will be on the abacus already. When the result is on the abacus, you don't need to worry about it. You know what I mean? Because all you need to do on the abacus is you need to know how to move the beads. When you know how to move the beads, then everything will be golden. And that's what we're doing, is we're learning how to move the beads. So if I have minus the 3, right? Well, what am I doing? Minus the 3, not negative 3, minus the 3. If I have 4 on the abacus, that's 4. I want to take away 3. It doesn't matter which 3 beads you're taking away, but you're taking away these 3 beads. So my final answer is 1. So you add it, it goes to the horizontal bar, you subtract away from the horizontal bar, right? So that means minus. And my final answer is 1. And again, when we add the 5, we go the top bead. The top bead is a value of 5, right? And then we want to add our 4. So my final answer is 9. So 5 plus 4 is 9. And then we have 6. Notice what 6 is. 6 is 1 bead on top and 1 bead on bottom. That's what 6 is. But if I already have numbers on the abacus, like 3, I want to add 6. To add 6 is, again, 1 bead on top, 1 bead on bottom, and you bring it together. So what we're doing is we're learning how to move the beads. We're learning how to move the beads. When we understand how to move the beads, right? So when we add it, we go to the horizontal bar. When we subtract it, we go away from the horizontal bar. So, for those of you that are in the room, please let me know, what time is it for you? What time is it for you guys? Right now, for me, it's 7:45. Oh, yeah. Okay, so D, you're at the same time as I am. Good morning. How are you lost? Maybe she can explain that what you weren't standing. Yeah, okay, D. 10. 10. I don't know. I think Courtney's a troll. They did a drive-by comment. Thank you, JD. So, so now we're going to do adding of the 7, right? 7 is 1 bead on top and 2 beads on the bottom. 1 bead on top, 2 beads on the bottom. That's what 7 is. But if I already have a number already on the abacus, so if I have a number that's already on the abacus, like 2, like that. When I add the 7, it's 1 bead on top, 2 beads on the bottom, and you bring it together. When we take it away, you push it apart. So if I have 9 and I take away 7, it's 1 bead on top, 2 beads on the bottom, and you take it away. Thank you, JD. Thank you, Kay. Yeah? So when we could do it again, well, we have 8. 8 is 1 bead on top, 3 beads on the bottom. That's what 8 looks like, right? 1 bead on the top, 3 beads on the bottom. But guess what? If I have 1 already on the abacus, well, how do I add 8? 8 will be 1 bead on top, 3 beads on the bottom. Same thing. And you add it together. When you add it, we go to the horizontal bar. When we subtract, we go away from the horizontal bar. That's it. Make sense? So we add, we go to the horizontal bar. We subtract, we go away from the horizontal bar. And my final answer is 1. Hello, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you so much for joining.
Good morning, apartment. Good morning, doorway. Morning wall, morning ceiling. Good morning, floor. Ready to start the day.
Thank you, everybody. Whew. All right. So, you might be wondering, well, what happens? Yeah, I think Courtney is not here anymore. Courtney. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. So we're going to continue on. Hello. I feel like I get it, but my brain doesn't want to. Breed. Here you go. Let's do a review. 1, 2, 3, 4. Does that make sense? You don't have to say my name, but I do. Right? So the top beat is a value of 5. I appreciate your comments. No, I appreciate your comments, and I want to know that you know. I want you to know that I know that you know that I'm watching. I see you. I see you. Right? So we have 5. This is the top beat of value of 5, no matter what. So we have 6. We have 7. 5 plus 2 is 7. And that's the other thing. Not everybody comments because they're a little scared. You know what I mean? So you making a comment, you're being vulnerable, and I understand that. Is it 6, 7? Yeah, it's a 6. We added the 6 and we added the 7. I like when you say my name. I feel appreciated. Yeah, yeah. But it's also nice, you know. I do see you guys, and I see your comments. Thank you, D. And so we have 7. Yes, sad drift. That's what 6. 6 looks like that. 7 looks like this. Not 67. 67 looks like that. That's what 67 looks like. 60 because we're at the 10s and we're at the 1s, but I'm not doing that. I'm counting. So we have 8, 1 bead on top, 3 beads on the bottom, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. 3 plus 5 is 8. And then we have 9. 1, 1, 1, 1. There's 4 1s. So 4 plus 5 is 9. Does that make sense, Breed? So then you might be wondering, well, what's 10? 10 is a 1 and a 0. So what we're doing is we're visualizing our numbers. We have 11. That's what 11 is. Well, it's just because it's a weird name. You probably won't say it. Yes, it makes sense. That's why I cut it short. Like Breed. I'm okay with Breed. Like I have another person says I'm fragile, okay? And I just call him fragile. Yeah. No, I understand. Yeah, it makes sense. Okay, good. So when we're adding, right, if I have a number already on the abacus like this, I'm just going to add the numbers that we have. So remember what 6 was, right? 6 is 1 bead on top, 1 bead on bottom. You add the 6. You bring it together like that. Anytime you go to the horizontal bar, it is considered counted. So if I have 2 already on the abacus, what we're doing is we're moving the beads so they go to the horizontal bar. If I'm subtracting, I go away from the horizontal bar like that. That's all I'm doing. I'm just moving the beads to give me my answer. The answer will reveal itself on the abacus. The number will reveal itself on the abacus. Right? And there you go. My final answer is 8. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for the likes. Thank you so much for the likes. So we're going to continue on. So what happens when there's not enough? Oh, this is when it gets exciting. Because then we're going to start understanding how to utilize formulas. This is a formula that we're going to do, right? 4 plus 1 is equal to 5. That's the formula. Oh, before I forget, here we go. I like this. Before I forget, just like in Abacus World, we always want to pay attention to the second number. So we have 1 on the abacus. We have 1 on the abacus. And I want to add the 8. We don't need to memorize, right? In mainstream school, the kids have to memorize this. We don't need to memorize this on the abacus because it already shows us. If we have 1 here, then I just need to add the 8. When we look at it, there's enough beads to add the 8. So we're just going to do that. So if I have 2 on the abacus, I want to add the 7. All I got to do is add the 1 bead on top and 2 beads on bottom. I add the 7. We don't need to memorize how to make a 9. That's what I'm trying to show you. We don't need to memorize how to 9. Because if we see it, right, we could see and visualize our numbers like this. So this is 3 on the abacus. I want to add, all I'm going to do is I'm going to add the 6. I don't need to memorize it because that's the only beads I have left. Right? If I have 4 on the abacus, same thing. The only bead that's not counted is the 5. So my final answer is 9. So we don't need to memorize, right? We don't need to memorize that. We do need to memorize stuff. We just don't need to memorize that. So there's a lot of things that's extra memorization in public school where in Abacus we don't need to because either 1, it's redundant, or 2, it doesn't make sense. Cool? All right. So that's a little bit about that. So then the question is what happens when there's not enough? All right. So this is where this number comes in. Now, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to show you concepts. I know this is super easy, and this is basic math, but this is basic math on the abacus. And what we're going to do is we're going to visualize our numbers. So when we have our number, we have our question. Our question is going to be 4 plus 4. Well, we know what it is. I know you know. I know you know, but do you really? No, I'm kidding. So what I'm saying is, like, what we're trying to do is we're trying to visualize our numbers. To visualize the numbers, thank you, Bree. Thank you, B, for the follow. Thank you, Max, for the follow. So when we're looking at 4 plus 4, 4 plus 4 on the abacus, that's what 4 is, right? We know what 4 plus, I know we know, but I'm trying to show you a concept. I want to show you the concept, what it is, and then we'll be able to scale it. So the first thing we're going to do is understand that 4, and then we add another 4. To add another 4, what are we going to do? Right? To add another 4, what are we going to do? We're going to add another 4. We're going to do this. No, we're not going to do that. Why? Because this is a place value. So this becomes 44. We're not doing 44. What we want to do is want to add 4 to the ones place. But there's not enough here. So we got to figure out what to do. So this is why we have our columns. No, we have our pennies. Our pennies are going to help us figure this out. Yeah, that would be 44. You're right. So here's 4 on the abacus. I want to add another 4. To add another 4, I notice I can utilize this 5. To utilize, I want to do is I want to make a 5. 4 plus 1 is equal to 5. I want to add 4. Oh, maybe that's what I should do. How do I make this into a 1? How do I get 1? 1 has to come from the previous number. 1 has to come from the previous number. So if I have 4 here, and I want to add another 4, I'm going to take this from the previous number, I'm going to take the 1, and I'm going to give it a 5, right? So what I did is I subtract 1 to get a 5 nickel. Right, why? Because my 1 from here made this to a 5. And so now my answer is 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. I could do it again. 5 plus 1 is equal to 8. Does that make sense? I realize I think I need more pennies because I'm doing it a different way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, let's see that. Let's see that. Let's do it again. So if I have 1 bead on top, no. If I have 1 bead, 2 beads, 3 beads, and then 4 beads, right? I do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm trying to add this, right? I figured it might be something like that. Yeah, exactly. So here we go. I have 4 on the abacus, right? We have 4 on the abacus. Guess what? This is my 4. This is a 4. This is going to change. We got to make this, we got to round up to 5. But to round to 5, what do? We got to get the 1 from somewhere. The 1 has to come from, it doesn't come from the ether, right? You use what you have. So what happens is we take 1 from here and we make this a 5. This becomes a blue bead, like that. Hello, board. Thank you. 7:55. Thank you. So my brain never brains with math. Does that make sense? Thank you so much for checking in, board. Right? So what we did is we're learning how to subtract in order to add.
If you're going hard enough left, you'll find yourself turning right.
Oh, right. That makes perfect sense. Turn right to go left.
So I have 5 here, right? 5 plus 3 is equal to 8. That's what I have here. 5 plus 3 is equal to 8. We can do it again. Right? We have 3 on the abacus. We have 3 on the abacus. I have 4 down here. Now, I can't send stickers anymore. Why not? Do I not have stickers? Sometimes you have to reset. Sometimes you have to reset. It's for subscribers? No. I made it for the thing. I made it for emotes. I made it for the fan club too. No. Hold on. Hold, please. Oh, I gotta find it. It's such a pain to find. Studio. Live. Sources, fan club. Stickers. See, I have these ones. These are all the fan club ones. You're part of the fan club. This is the fan club stickers. Whoops. Yeah. Oops. Nope. I sent it to both. I don't know where they are though. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes, yeah, I don't know. Sometimes it gets a little funny. Sometimes you gotta like come back and you'll see them. Or sometimes it takes a while for it to load, which is strange. So that's what I've noticed is sometimes it takes a while for it to load. Like I got this one. Oh, I got this one. And that's a new one, but my old ones didn't show up. My old ones were supposed to be deleted, and I was supposed to give out new ones. Maybe what I'll do is I'll rename it. Maybe I have the problem is renaming it. Because I just kind of use the same name. So I'll take a look at that later. So we have 3. 1, 2, 3. What we're going to do is we're going to add 4, right? When we add 4, we have no more room to add the 4. But we have this 5 that we can utilize. So what we're going to do is we're going to take away the 1, right? We got to take away the 1 from here. We got to give it away. We got to give away the 1. So we give away 1 here, right? And we add it to here to round up to 5. And now we have 5, right? Just like the top bead. The top bead is a value of 5. So we have 7, right? 5, 6, and then 7. Plus 2 is 7. So this is our answer, 7. And we do it again with the 2. Does that make sense? I gotta go. Okay, see you later, Dee. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining.
Good morning.
Morning. Good morning.
Oh, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
In case I don't see you, Dee, good afternoon and good night. All right. I have 695 watch minutes. Oh yeah? I don't know how many hours I've been on. Yeah. Hello, Danielson. So what we're doing, does that make sense? So our final answer is 7. And then we could do it again with the 1. If I had 1 on the abacus like this, right? But notice I have no more room to add 4. Because I only have 3. 1, 2, 3. Because I have no more room to add the 4, what are we going to do? It's a lot of minutes I've been following you for. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. It's crazy what it's like, you know? And then you've been kind of coming in, you know? And then it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool to see that. But thank you. That's why it's like, it's bored again. I'm so happy. Hello, Super Fox. Thank you so much for joining. So we have 1, and we want to add 4. When we add 4, 1, 1, 1, 1. We have no more room to add 4. That's why we have to use the formula, right? You're the number 1 most watched. Are you really? Hello, thank you so much for the crown, Super Fox. Thank you so much. That's very interesting. Yeah, that's very interesting. And then you're also probably the most the person commenting the most. So we have 1 on the abacus and want to add the 4. When we add the 4, there's not enough. What do we do? Well, guess what? When we add the 4, we're gonna round it to 5. So we got to subtract, right? We got to give away 1 to make this a 5. So that's why it's a little bit cleaner. This is now 5. So we have 5 like that. So my final answer is 5. Good morning, everyone. Good morning.
Step 2, greet the day, smile, and say, Good morning, city!
Good morning. Yeah, that's cool. Thank you, Board. My number 1 fan club. Yeah, sometimes you have to reload it, but I'll take a look at maybe it's the thing. Good morning, city. Hello, Fanta. Hello, Fanta. Good morning, city.
Good morning, apartment. Good morning, doorway. Morning wall. Morning ceiling. Good morning, floor. Ready to start the day.
Ready to start the day. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Oh, I have this one.
Hey, is it a little too early for being that loud? Hey, too late. It's 0600. What's the O stand for? Oh, my God, it's early.
Oh, you know what then? You know what it could be? It could be that the naming structure. It could be the naming structure. So let me re-upload it, and I'll put a separate name on it. That's a technical thing. Blinker checkpoint.
Step 4, shower. And always be sure to keep the soap out of your eye.
Don't forget to keep the soap out of your eyes. Thank you, J Money, for the rose. Thank you for the rose. What is that? Is that a... What's that emoji, Fanta? Is that a gas? I don't know what that emoji is. Gas? Why is that gas? No, it's a shower. Yeah. Let's see. I had that one. Where's the other one? Where's my... I have so many now. There's that one, that one. Oh, this one. I like this one.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Yeah, it could be... Fanta, I was like, wait a minute. Okay, so we're going to continue on. And we understand that there's a whole set. So what we're doing is we're understanding that there's the adding of the 4 and then adding of the 3. When we add the 3, right, it's the same thing. So if we look, we have 4 on the abacus. 4 on the abacus. Like that. And we want to add the 3. But when we add the 3, what are we going to do? Adding the 3, we have to make a... How do we round to 5? We have to use a 2. So we got to take the 2 away from something. So if we take the 2 away from here... Oh, I guess I should do these two. Right? If I take the 2 away from the 4, this now becomes 5. So my final answer is 7. 5 plus 2 is 7. 5 plus 2 is 7. There we go. Right? And we can do it again. We have 3 on the abacus. 3 on the abacus. I want to add another 3. But to add another 3, what do? We have to take 2 from somewhere to round this one up to 5. So we got to take 2 from the 3 to round this up to 5. And so now my final answer is 5. We just made a 5. That's how you make a 5, right? So that's one of the things, is understanding these concepts. Understand 3 plus 2, 2 plus 3, 1 plus 4, 4 plus 1. So that's why we can scale it. So if we have a bigger number, we have 1,357. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add 2,431. 2,000, we have enough to add the 2. I fell asleep in my jeans last night. Oh, yeah? And then we add the 4. To add the 4, what do? We remember what we did? We have to make a 5. Round up to 5. To do that, we need to get the 1. We need to get the 1. So we take the 1, take away 1, add the 5. And then we want to add the 3, 1, 1, 1, and then 1. So my final answer is 3,788. So this becomes scalable. So the concept of teaching you is scalable to any digit on the abacus, any digit. So we have the 3s, we have the 2s, and then after adding the 2s, we have adding the 1s. For those of you that are interested in this book, it is available over here. I don't know if I want to add an abacus to it, because I'm thinking that everybody should already know how to... I guess I should add an abacus to it. I have color by number, and then I have the mazes, and then I have word problems and hidden words. And that's it. Those are all my activities, and then a lot of it is just understanding how to make a 5. And there's a tic-tac-toe. Tic-tac-toe is just you place the placard, answer the question. Sorry, excuse me. And then this is connect the boxes. And if you're ever wondering, the answers are in the back of the book. Like that. Cool? Cool. So that's what this book is. This book is all about how to make a 5. And then our next one is how to make a 10. How are we doing? Whew, we're at, do you have the adult multiplier? Not yet. Not yet. I have my adult for basic math, adding and subtracting. I have that. I haven't done the multiplier yet. I haven't done multiplication yet. Yeah, I haven't done the multiplication yet, but I do have the adding and subtracting for the, yeah. I know, I haven't done it yet. It's been a little bit because it takes time to do it all. It takes time, and I still have to do the other one. Did you finish it? Did you finish the whole book? But yeah, that's so far that's been going pretty good. How long did it take you to finish it? I haven't opened it yet. Okay. Yeah, like some other people, it took like a whole weekend, and another person took like 6 days, but there's another person that's like taking time, and so 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Okay, bored. There's only 14 of us. So, is there any specific questions you guys have? What should we talk about? Oh, not a problem. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't read that. Is that Trill? Thank you. I'm waiting to do it with... Oh, I see. Waiting for it to do it with your nephew. I see. Yeah. Yeah. Is there any specific questions? Is that Trill? I think it's Trill. I don't know. I'm having a hard time seeing that. Thank you. All right. What can we do? What do we want to do? There's only 15 of us, so I know. No, I know most of it. So you know your 2 steps, right? So we did this one. Can we multiply? Yeah, we could do multiplication. Can we get to 10,000? Can we get to 10,000? That'd be great. And then we can do multiplication. So we have 66 on the abacus, 66, right? We want to add the 1, and we want to add the 6. When we add the 6, what do we do? Plus the 6, plus 6 is equal to plus 7, no, not 7, plus the 10 minus 4, right? So we're going to plus the 10, and we have to take away the 4. So we take away the 4, what do we do? Minus the 4 is equal to plus 10, no, minus 5 plus 1. Minus the 5 plus the 1. So my final answer is 82. Yeah. All right. Thank you, everybody, for liking the live. Okay. So we'll do some multiplication. All right. So we have our number. Let's do 56 times that by 5, right? So when we're doing it on the abacus, we have to make sure we understand how to find our digit, how to find our placement value. When we find our placement, we have ones, tens, hundreds. So we know it's going to be the 3 digits. 1, 2, 3. So you need to analyze your situation first. Analyze the question before you answer. Just like you should sit around the room first before you start commenting 6, 7, right? The idea is to observe your situation. Observe your situation, and then you plan accordingly. Is it? Well, I don't know. What's the first thing we have to do? We have to do 1, 2, 3, right? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go 5 times 2. 5 times 5 is equal to what? 5 times 5 is, hello board, 25. Yes, thank you. So we had the 2 and we had the 5. Then what do we do? 5 times 6. 5 times 6 is 30. Add the 3, add the 0. So yes, your answer is correct. It is 280. But see, the thing is I'm not looking for the answer. I'm looking for how did you get it. So this is where you get multiplication facts, right? So we'll do a couple more and then I'm going to head out because I'm getting a little sleepy. I think I need to like take another nap. Yeah, I'm really bad at showing my work. Yeah, it's not that, yeah, like that's the thing, right? The difference is I know we know these numbers, but what I want to see is what's the process you got there? And that's the other issue. So if we could do another one. We do I'm doing algebra 2. Oh, good. Easy, right? Simple. So we have another one. Yeah. So we could do another one. Cuz that's the thing, right? Like you could use a calculator, I don't know. You know what I mean? But the idea is to be able to do it on the abacus. My goal is that you understand how to do it on the abacus. So we figure this out. This is very helpful to get my answer quicker. Oh yeah. Yeah, it is. I had homework last night. I'm smarter than the book. Yes, you are bored. You are. Good. I'm happy. What is our starting point? Where do we start? Thank you, Fanta. Thank you, JD. Yes, it is very helpful to get my answer quicker. Yeah. Yeah, that's the point. That's the point. But for here, yes, JD, it is. Because how do you get it? 1, 2, 3, 4. These are all processes that we're trying to understand. So we do 5 times 9. Thank you, BK. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 times 9 is equal to... What's 5 times 9? What is 5 times 9? Thank you, board. It is 45. So you add the 4, you add the 5. Thank you, BK. Right? Then what's our next one? 5 times 5. 5 times 5 is 25. Thank you, BK. Thank you, JD. Yeah? So then after that, that's 25. What's the last one? 5 times 2 is equal to 10. Right? So you add the 10. So what's my final answer? Thank you, BK. What's my final answer? Excuse me. 4,760. Yes, that's what it is. Because don't forget there's a 0 here. So it's 4,760. There we go. There we go. All right. Yeah, that's about it. I'm about spent. Thank you, BK. Thank you, BK, for joining. Yes. Hello, Calypso. Thank you, JD. Make sense? Yeah, it's easy. Super simple. And then the other thing is making sure that you know your formulas. Once you know your formulas, then we can go into higher multiplication. But yeah, I'm about done. Thank you everybody for joining. Thank you everybody for joining. I hope to see you all in my next live. Oh, what if I... There we go. Here it is. I want to do this. Thank you everybody for joining. I hope you all have a good day. Have a good day. Good night. See you later.
Good morning.
Morning. Good morning.
Oh, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Thank you, JD. See you later, board. Thank you so much. Yeah, I am going to do it. I'm just going to sign it off. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, that's loud. Ooh, sorry. There we go. Is that better? Thank you, everybody. I will see you guys all in my next live. Bye.